everybody, and welcome back to the 1902 Farmhouse renovation project. Today we're working on floors. Thought I'd bring you along and let you see how I get set up and show you what I've done so far. So we are starting in the kitchen here, and what I've done, I went ahead and got two full courses on. You want to start with two to be able to get them good and straight, because if you just do one, it may look straight, but it probably won't be. It may have a little hump in it. So after I put two together, I went down and screwed these little blocks on to keep them from moving. And then I set my laser on it. I put it right in the groove. And so that laser's running right down that groove all the way to the end down there. And this wall ain't exactly straight, but what I did, I've come off the door right here, one full plank, so that even if I had to cut one down, rip one down to go all the way down through yonder, it won't be no big deal. But I don't want to be ripping one right here if I can help it. So yeah, so that's two courses. I got my blocks on so it won't, I can push against it. It's not going to move. They're at every seam on that first course. And so I've got this much that's acclimated. That's about 10 boxes, maybe a little more than 10. I think I had like 11 boxes. So I got 14 more. No, actually I got 16 more in here that needs to be acclimated. I just brought them up from the shop today. So I need to get them out. Probably try to get them out tomorrow and stack them up like this. I think today I'm going to just try to get to this doorway, because I'm going to have to roll this on out to the wall and come all the way across here and up to the edge of this door, and then I can finish the kitchen. And then I can come in here and I'll have to go backwards to the wall here, and then I can go forwards all the way down the hall. I'm going to go into this room, I'm going to go down that hall, and so it's going to work out. Probably take a couple of weeks. Like I said in my last video, I'm going to stop right here. I'm really needing to get this living room done because we got furniture coming. So I'm planning on just stopping when I get to the hall, and we'll finish up some stuff back there, like the bathroom. I got to order some more of this, so I didn't order enough. So stuff like that's going to kind of delay us. It's probably going to delay me getting this room finished, but I might have to get at least another roll just to finish this room out. But I think this will get from here to the wall. So this is engineered hardwood. It's a bamboo, and it's a click lock system. And see, on the bottom it's plywood, but in the middle it's a high density fiberboard, just like laminate, but it's actually a wood layer of bamboo on top. And this is the hand scraped. It's kind of rough. It's a little darker than what I like, but it's going to show everything. But we went back and forth on this, taking it back, getting different, whatever, but I think we've kind of come to the conclusion that it's here and it's more trouble than it's worth to take it back. So we're going to get it down and see how it looks. So anyway, we're going to continue on. It's about it's about 1:30 Saturday afternoon. I'll bring it back when I get to here, and I'll let you know how long it took me. All right, I got to the edge of the door here. It is 2:31. So I have to go back and look and see what time it was. I think it's been about an hour since I started, but I'm not sure. I had a few issues getting started, and I had one that had to knock it in, so that's when I got my little block there. Most of the time this stuff goes together pretty well. You don't even have to really be on your knees. You can bend over and just snap it in. One thing I don't like about it, besides being dark, is everything's beveled, so all your joints just pop. I like this underlayment. It makes it real silent when you're walking on. It gives it a little bit of padding. I'm not really sure what the name of it is, but it's got this material like almost like carpet pad under it. It's real thin though. It probably makes some good sound deadening insulation. And it's got this vapor barrier on top. So now I'm at the point where I got to run all the way out to the wall here, and I can get one more run coming. It'll stop right here. So I'll probably go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna stop for the day. All right, everybody, it's almost 4 o'clock. I couldn't stop, just too much to do, so I went on in, got going into this room. Took a couple hours to get all this down here. Of course, I had to put the blocks in, had to get it all straight. And I just used the level on the tripod and leveled it down the seam of one of these. I had it seamed here, then I just seamed it down through there. I've had to use the tapping block a few times on some of them, but it's been going in. I just had to give a little persuasion, but most of them just pop in real easy. Even the ones that don't really sit flat, once you lock that second one in there, across that joint, it'll be good. So, yeah, I'm just hoping I don't run out of this stuff before I get through the doorway, because I was a little bit off putting my finger in. I don't know, just stand back here and see I got about that much here and about that much up there. Hopefully I don't run out. All right, everybody, it's Sunday, next day. Got some more flooring stacked up, ready to acclimate. Went ahead and got all this done this morning, what we had left. So there's 16 boxes, empty boxes, but we put 6 boxes here and 10 boxes of flooring there. I think that should be enough to finish the kitchen. If not, won't be no problem. We got 6 more there. Had just enough. Really, I'm gonna probably have to, I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about this, but I did have my flooring, as you can see, was off a little bit, so I had to stop right here because I was running into the this part here that overlaps. So not a big deal. I got all the way up to the cabinets. I'm gonna have to put a little bitty piece right in there to fill that gap in, but it'll have some quarter round. So let's say this floor needs 3 days to acclimate. Today's Sunday. I won't be back in here till Wednesday, so that'll give it today, Monday and Tuesday. Should be fine by then. I brought it up yesterday, so I don't know how good it acclimates with it in the box, but it'll be in the house 4 days before I lay it. So that should be plenty of time for it to acclimate. Well, everybody, today is Wednesday. It is 2:23 in the afternoon. I got down here about 8 o'clock this morning, and I had this pretty much knocked out by 12. Just a few little pieces had to cut in up on I had to rip some pieces go under there. Had to rip some to go in here. This door was it was a little challenging with it being kind of a V shape going in, but it worked out perfect going this way. It was actually right up against the wall with a full sheet. Right here, I liked a little bit. I could go cut a little sliver, but I think I can cover it with baseboard. And if that don't work, I could put a little quarter round around it. Baseboard will be going up against the wall. The cabinets and all have quarter round. If that don't work, it'll never show anyway because the refrigerator will be in the way. And right here on this doorway, I did end up having to cut that board. You can't tell it. Nobody ever knows it. You can't see it from here probably. If you never knew it was there, you wouldn't know it. But there's no way to get that board in cut around this little notch right here. So I just cut it in a V, slid this piece in, slid that piece in, boom. All that'll be covered with a quarter round. I went ahead and got all this blocks up and got this down. That was a pretty good little, it went from a full piece all the way down to about 4.5 inches from about 5 1/4 for a full piece. So 3/4 of an inch difference there almost, well probably a little bit more. Up at the door it was a little wider than a plank, but I might get a transition piece and put here. Kind of cover that gap up. It's not a big deal. Got a little bit left out of them 10 boxes. That looks like maybe 3 or 4 boxes left. We'll move that in here with these other 6, and then tomorrow I'm going to take all this to the dump. I think I've got enough of this left to do at least one more row through here. I ordered some more. I don't know why I didn't order enough. Back when I only ordered 2 rows. It's only 360 square feet. I don't know what I was thinking. So I ended up ordering 3 more rows of it. This is pretty expensive stuff. It's like $140 a roll. That'll probably be enough to finish out the house. So I got this. So I'm hoping I can at least get this done with this. Monday I'll get my other. Got to get the trim in. At least in this area to get the refrigerator back in. So I've got to pick up some quarter round tomorrow. I got the baseboard, just got to paint it, but I got to get a good bit of quarter round. Alright everybody, I got part of this done yesterday, about halfway, just a few rows, about 4 rows. And I can tell when I laid this out, remember how it narrowed down here, it was full board here. This really should have been, if it had been straight across, full width board, it would have worked out perfectly, I think. It probably worked out a lot better at the cabinets too. In here, we got a full width here, but then it started getting wider and wider, so I had to start filling in the gap with a little strip. So the whole floor needed to come back like this. And so even with the laser, I mean, I guess you just pick a wall and just assume that's going to be the wall everything's worked off of and go for that. And that's what I should have done, just went with that wall and not worried about having it laser, because laser, I mean, I couldn't get the laser like a square there, so I could have had a long, I should have used a framing square, maybe I could have done a little better. But it is what it is. So this is it. I went and got the quarter round this morning. I may have to fill in a little gap right here, just a tiny one, if I can. If I have to, I will. I filled in a little gap here, so there again, if that floor probably wouldn't have mattered a whole lot, but you can see there's a wedge right there. All right, so what we're gonna do is I got some blue paint, this Naval by Sherwin-Williams. If y'all looking for paint, this is what we painted the cabinets with, 6244 Naval. So I got some of this, and this is urethane trim enamel. So it's a semi-gloss. And I went ahead and got a whole quart because I think we're gonna paint the back of this door blue as well. Well, all the quarter round around the cabinets will be blue, and then around everywhere else, around like here, will be white. So I'm going to trim this fireplace with white planks when I get around to doing that. And of course, baseboard all going to be white. It's like that piece back there, I don't know if you can see. Another thing, the Home Depot came through. They sent me 2 out of 3 of those underlayment things. The only bad thing is I probably won't have time to fool with it today because I got to cut grass. This grass has gotten out of hand. We've gotten 2 or 3 inches of rain over the last week. So, but I got it, it's here. So all I gotta do now, once I get the trim in, is move this refrigerator and keep going. But anyway, I guess this is the end of the video. I know it's kind of a rambling video, and I don't imagine many of y'all stayed this long, but if you did, I sure appreciate it. Thanks for watching. And remember to rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't.